Hey, welcome to GCU. You're in Lope country now.
What's that sound?
We bring the thunder in the heart of Phoenix.
All right, time to go. Beam me up, Scotty. Here at the Lopes Lab, when we're not contemplating the paradoxes of time travel, hey Mort, greetings. We're working on technology that will save lives. And robots.
We're being hacked!
Time to get to work. I'm defending against malware and hacker attacks. We need people who can outsmart the enemy. Oh, I got you now. And?
Hey, it's all good. Through our robust networks of strategic assets, we provide widespread logistical solutions and cutting-edge distribution channel management. Also, synergy and blockchain. We're soup to nuts. Influencers. What happens after Gen Z? Big data. It's the Uber of Ubers. My plan makes sure goods get from A.
4:30, that's a wrap.
Shucks! Late for class! Hey, Jerry. Oh, made it.
Here at GCU, we teach you to harness your passion, transform it into a career so you can help change the world.
It's good to know. My passion isn't just in the classroom. It's also on the court. Game point. No pressure.
Pressure! Let me tell you about pressure. When it's life or death, that's when the pressure is really on. Doctor, he's going into VFib. Nurse, get the crash cart. Clear!
Wow. I feel great. We really have to stop meeting like this. Watch this shot.
I'm getting my master's in education online. I can't slow down time, but I do make my own schedule. Good thing too, since I'm a mom, wife, student, and teacher. The rest of my time, I make sure this house keeps rolling. No!
Ball! No ball!
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
Push it! Push it!
But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
Yeah! Welcome to the biggest party in college basketball!
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up.
Lopes up!
Lopes up from Afghanistan. Hear the thunder!
Hear Lopes! Lopes up!
At GCU, we do a lot of soul searching.
GCU is also about giving back.
We're part of the community, and we're making a difference. We're painting the Valley purple with our commitment to service. What's that sound?
Here's Cook.
Never go through life without goals.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Hi everyone and welcome to Amplifying the Validative Youth. My name is Avery Wyatt and yeah, thank you for being here today. We'll hop right into it. Hold on. I'm having camera trouble.
It seems like we're having camera trouble. So good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another Annie Discovering Pathways series. Today, we're excited as you were just pumped up with that wonderful video from the great Grand Canyon University video. It made me want to made me want to go to Grand Canyon University. So thank you for joining us again. My name is Ferdina Jar Romero. I am with the Nevada Department of Education and a member of the Kaibet Band of Paiutes in Northern Arizona and Moapa, Nevada, or Moapa Paiute Indian Reservation in Moapa, Nevada. And we're having a little technical difficulties, so if you could just stand by for just a moment. This afternoon, we have a presenter from the Grand Canyon University. We're excited to bring Shauna Begay and RJ Hatch. They are today's guests, and we'll be talking about the Grand Canyon University. And following that wonderful video, I want to allow Shauna Begay to introduce herself. Shauna?
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Shauna Begay, and I am a university development instructor for Grand Canyon University, and I work specifically with Native American students, and I enroll for students who want to attend school online with us, and I'm happy to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Shauna. I believe RJ will go ahead and introduce herself as well.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. My name is RJ Hatch, also Roseanne Hatch. I am one of the university admissions counselors here at Grand Canyon University. I have been working in admissions for about 8 years. I specifically work with students who have that tribal affiliation to kind of work with you with the uniqueness of your student base. So happy to be here to present to you guys.
Well, sorry about that. I know it's 2020. My computer, I just happened to press, like it was asking if I wanted to update. And instead of pressing close, I pressed restart now.
No.
Sorry about that. But yeah, thank you all for being here today, RJ and Shauna. We are glad to have some representatives from GCU. I don't know much about the college besides basketball, so I'm really glad to hear more about the university today.
Awesome.
Cool. So we'll jump right into it. Shauna, we'll start your presentation just to hear a little bit more about GCU and what it has to offer.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So I have a short presentation. I'm going to specifically look at our online division programs that we offer. We offer over 150 programs that you can do online, from bachelor's, doctorate, and master's degrees. And GCU has actually been around for a while, since 1949. And we offer, we've started off as a main campus. We used to be Grand Canyon College, and we started out in Prescott, Arizona as kind of like a theology college. And that's kind of what our fundamental base has been since we began. And theology is one of our colleges that we host here, but we have become into a university and grown a lot since then. Our main campus is in Phoenix, Arizona, off the I-17 and Camelback Road, if you're familiar. We do have 8 different colleges. So we have the College of Business, Education, Fine Arts and Production, Humanities, nursing and healthcare, science, engineering and technology, theology, and then our doctorate studies as well. So out of all of these colleges, we actually offer, like I said, over 150 degrees, probably almost close to 200. Most of these degrees you can do online, but RJ will go into some of these degrees that are offered on our campus as well. We are an accredited university. We are accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, and that's in the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools. So if you're looking at different colleges that you're interested in, we have the same accreditation as our state schools here in the state of Arizona. And we also have other specialized accreditations within our different colleges that we have. So if this doesn't make sense, you want to make sure that your college, if you're comparing schools, that they're accredited, so that if you do want to transfer credits to another college or university, those credits usually can transfer because of that accreditation, because everybody's a little bit like following the same rules and everything. So we have a page on our website that you can take a look at if you're looking at specific programs, especially for like nursing and education. Those are some of our higher accreditations. On our team, once you do get enrolled with GCU, whether you go to school online or on our main campus, you have a graduation team that works with you from day one all the way until you graduate. So this may be a little bit different if you are a person who may be looking at other schools and you may be going to school at a different school. You may have different people that you just call in and get a random person to talk to when you have a specific question about your program or about your financial aid or about your full-time faculty. We actually have a whole team that is specialized in working specifically with you, and we actually check on you personally throughout your time here at GCU. I often call some of my students monthly basis and just check in with them, or if I see their grades slipping, I actually get a hold of you and say, hey, what's going on? That's part of our job as your graduation team, because we want to make sure that you graduate on time and in the best way possible with the most support. So I'm a university counselor. I would be the first point of contact. Some people would call me a college recruiter, but I feel like I'm a little bit more than that. I do come to Nevada. Before pandemic, I was actually in Reno at least once a month. I know Fredina very well. We met when I was at UNLV earning my PhD. So have a really good relationship with Fredina, who connects me to all of the tribes in the area. You may have seen me at Reno Sparks Indian Colony or Washoe Tribe out there. I've been to many communities out there. So I'm very familiar with working with Native American communities out there. And then another part of your graduation team is your student services counselor. This person really specializes in financial aid, any kind of scholarships or grants you may be working with. They pretty much know everything that's going on with your account down to the penny. And they also deal with your schedule and helping build your schedule, so you're not taking classes that you don't need, as well as taking classes that are going to benefit you in the best way for your program. We do have a tribal liaison as well. We work, like I said, with Native American students and tribal scholarships. So if you are a member of a federally recognized tribe, chances are you're going to have a scholarship available to you. And then we also have just internal scholarships at GCU. It could be a place that you work, affiliation that you have with different entities. We do have educational alliances with many different tribes and businesses. For instance, if you work for Home Depot, I'm just off the top of my head, we offer a scholarship for employees of Home Depot. So different things like that are available to you as well. We offer free evaluations. I always encourage students, especially if you're looking around at different programs, different colleges, and trying to figure out which one's going to be the best for you, always ask for a transcript evaluation, especially if you've earned college credits at a community college or another university. We can do that evaluation for free. It usually takes less than 24 hours. And then we also have, not only when you finish your program with us, we do have career connection opportunities. So we have a network of people who are basically looking for GCU alumni in order to help you get connected into a job or whatever profession you want to get into. So why GCU? Why would you want to come to GCU? I think for my portion of it, and RJ is going to go into her reasons why you should come to the physical campus and live on campus. But for me, I work with online students, and I feel like during this pandemic, we've been very fortunate because before the pandemic started, we were already an online university. We have over 70,000 students attending GCU online. And so we were well equipped already for the transition, whereas a lot of colleges, I feel, struggled transitioning from a ground campus to a fully online campuses. So we already had that infrastructure in place. Sometimes we call ourselves a premier online college because we really specialize in our online schooling and streamlining. We have our own learning management system that we created within GCU. A lot of things that we create at GCU are created on our campus with our ground students. We have our own coffee line, our own energy drink line. We have our own hospitality management, a hotel and restaurant on our main campus, where students, if they're majoring in that type of thing, they actually have hands-on working things that are going on within the campus. So there's a lot of benefit to GCU. Even if you go to school online and you live across the country, you're still part of our community. And then we also try to keep our classes small. Even on the online platform, we try to keep it at least 25 or 20 or under per faculty member. And we have a full-time faculty that is just dedicated just to working with online class and online students. Another thing that we have, it's not going on right now just because our campus is closed for the moment. And we do have, when things get back to normal, we do have options for you to come visit campus. And we actually pay for you to fly out to Grand Canyon University, to Phoenix, for the day to get a GCU. We do have Destination GCU, that's for online students. You basically fly out from wherever you're at and you spend the day in Phoenix on campus. You get to meet your graduation team. That would be myself, your student services counselor. A lot of the faculty and deans will be there as well. And you can do the same thing if you want to, if you're really dead set on coming to Phoenix and moving into the dorms, you can get that ground campus experience as well and stay in the dorms for a couple days and just see what it's like to live on campus and see if that's going to be a right fit for you. So hopefully when the world gets back in order, we're going to be able to offer that again for you to come out and visit us at no cost to you. So that is basically a little bit of the online program. My name is Shauna Begay. I am a university development counselor, and this is my contact information. Feel free. I work specifically with Native students, so if you are interested in pursuing your degree online, I am more than happy to go over the programs that we offer, answer any questions that you have, and just be a resource for you. I want you to make the best informed decision. So I want you to get as much information from me and other colleges as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Shauna. I mean, I was taking notes on that, so I hope other people were.
Yeah.
I was telling Dina, that's really amazing opportunities that you give to students, especially students who are coming from high school. Like, I've never really heard of schools flying people out just to visit campuses. So that's really amazing. Especially because, like you have students coming from Reno. I mean, that's
Destination GCU and Discover GCU sounds amazing. Holy.
Also, just for Dina, we have Meet GCU, which is for people who work with higher education entities. That's just an extra where we would actually fly somebody out like you, Ferdina, or even you, Avery, to come visit because you are direct in contact with students who want to go to school with us. So we have that for like our administrators too.
Wow, Avery. Dina.
But yeah, I really like the program too, what you talked about, how you stick with students throughout their whole college career. I thought that was really interesting because you don't really see that. I know at my university, also other universities we've talked with, most of the time it's just something that's valuable, but it's never like a counselor or advisor that really sticks with students, especially Native students throughout their whole college career. So that's really cool.
Right.
And I was really interested in the tribal liaison. That's interesting. And even having Native professionals at the college to help our Native students that are coming. So that's amazing.
We have a person who specializes, who really knows, like, because how much can you remember about 550 tribes and what scholarships they offer. They're really good at their job and knowing because we're in Arizona, we do have a majority of Navajo students and Colorado River Indian students and just the surrounding Gila River, Salt River, Pima. That's a majority of our students. And it's about 1%, which is pretty typical for any college that you go to. You have 1% of Native Americans. And we do have Native American clubs as well that people can participate in. And I mean, RJ might be able to talk a little bit about that because that's for our campus students.
I'm excited to hear about the dorms and see what
they're really nice.
The ground looks like. Thanks for that online information. I'm sure there's going to be more questions.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Shonda. So, RJ, would you like to get into your presentation now? Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Good.
Okay, perfect. So very similar to the way online does it. I work in admissions. I'm your one point contact so that you don't have to search for answers. Any kind of question that you have, you just come to your admissions counselor. If I don't have it, I will find it for you. So we try to simplify that process for you here at GCU. And again, a student services counselor is paired up with me. I've been working directly with her for about 6 years now. So we kind of have our routine down pat. She's phenomenal working with Native students as well. So I know you just watched a video, but I just want to show you a little bit more about GCU here.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit.
Okay, so application for GCU is completely free application. We are affordable as far as the state university because we do not charge any out-of-state tuition on the ground campus. Every single student pays the same tuition, in-state or out-of-state. We actually have been able to lock in our tuition since 2009. So we have not raised our tuition for our ground students in that long. So it's pretty phenomenal for us. And then 75% of our graduates actually complete in less than 4 years. We have a lot of plans in place for students because, of course, the goal is to go to school, but eventually you want to get a job, right? You want to start making money. So we work hands-on with you, your admissions and your student services counselor to try to create that plan for you so that we can get you as close to your graduation during whatever plan that you have for your education. Now we have one key word that you're going to hear a lot at GCU is community. That's because we are a very close university. It's a closed campus, so we're not really part of the city, but pretty much there's a lot of community, whether it's athletics, culture, academics, a lot of those areas. There's the one word you'll hear the most is what sets us apart as community, and I believe I have a video again to show that. Or the dorm life, I'm sorry. This is going to show you the dorm life.
Students at Grand Canyon University have a rich and vibrant residence life community. There are events throughout the year to make friends, give back to the community, and just have fun. There are 19 living areas offering students amenities such as pools, laundry, fitness centers, indoor and outdoor common areas, and the choice between suites and apartment-style living. The apartments such as Roadrunner or Diamondback provide accommodations for 2 or 4 students. The majority of floor plans even provide students with their own bedroom. In the 4-person floor plan, apartment residents enjoy sharing a kitchen, living room, and 2 bathrooms. The residence hall suites, such as Ocotillo, provide accommodations for 4 or 6 students split between 2 bedrooms. The suites are fully furnished and provide each student their own bed, desk, and dresser. They also include bathrooms, closets, and a furnished living room. Either choice provides you with a safe and comfortable environment to study, live, and have the time of your life. Each living area at GCU is an intentional community that helps promote relationships, servant leadership, and self-awareness. There are students serving as resident assistants to act as a resource and foster community. There are also life leaders to lead Bible studies and provide spiritual counsel. Many living areas also have a resource called the Learning Lounge, where students can participate in study groups or receive assistance in a particular subject. In addition to all these great amenities in each building, living on campus means you're in walking distance of restaurants, coffee shops, athletic venues, and hundreds of events such as concerts, plays, and more. On-campus living at GCU is so much better than the residence hall experience at most universities. It's no wonder that over 2/3 of our students choose to live on our beautiful campus.
Now, the video you just saw showed a lot of the options. I mean, campus looks gorgeous, right? I'm very lucky I actually get to work on campus most of the time. But probably one of the most important things that students want to know is dining. What am I going to be eating while I'm on campus? Well, GCU actually left it to the students about 5 years ago. They asked, do you want cafeteria style food or do you want more restaurants on campus? And can you believe it? The students wanted restaurants. So we have, I believe we have now about 24 different eateries on campus. Most of them, most popular you're probably going to find are Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Qdoba, Subway, Pita Jungle. There's a lot of different options there, and they are all over campus. I think we're up to 2 Chick-fil-A's on campus. The students have created their own coffee shop, which we are working on 3 locations on campus now. So lots and lots of different options. And then when you saw the housing, students are able to live in apartment style living where you would have a kitchen. So of course you could cook for yourself if you wanted to do something like that. Otherwise in the dorms, there is no cooking.
At GCU, Lopes have fun. GCU offers tons of opportunities for students to become outdoor weekend warriors and to compete in a variety of intramural sports. In Arizona, there's so many places to let loose, stay cool, and create lifelong memories. Work out in one of GCU's 4 student fitness centers, where you can also sweat it out in classes like yoga, spin, and boot camp. Play on one of our 12 intramural sports teams, including flag football and volleyball. They have divisions for all levels of competition. And our exciting outdoor rec program takes you on an adventure into the wild. Learn how you can get involved today.
So being in Arizona, very much like it is in Reno, the weather is usually very nice here. So a lot of outdoor activities for students to be a part of. I know a lot of times the groups and the clubs will actually take trips to the Grand Canyon and around Arizona to go hiking. Intramural sports, we have a ton of intramural sports for students to get involved in, which of course is just for fun. Any skill level can join. And then of course the student fitness, I think we're up to like 4 rec centers on campus now, as well as a Canyon Activity Center, which I think holds 18 basketball courts in it. It's really huge. So lots of things to do and stay active on campus. I know a lot of times we worry about the academics, but there is still fun things to do while you're going to college. Now we
It looks like we may be having more Wi-Fi problems maybe with RJ. But what I would like to talk about so far is this campus looks really beautiful. You see like the dorms, the apartment style living. That's really cool because I mean, you don't usually see apartment style living at schools. You may see 3 or 4 people to a room, but 6 people is really cool just to get to know your roommates. Usually you have the same classes with these people. You have I mean, they can help you out with homework. They can get you. The more people you know, the more resources you have on campus. So I think that's the best part about it. And I think, yeah, all this stuff looks really cool so far. And the best thing I saw was the, when she was talking about the food on campus, like letting students decide. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty good at letting students vote on what they want to have. So, getting the community involved, and there's a lot of different clubs and associations to be involved in. And we also I think RJ was just going to get into our Division I status, which we just earned a couple years ago. So I guess, RJ, are we back now?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
It disappeared for a little bit, but yes. Yeah,
blame it on 2020.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? We're so much fun. Probably have too many boys gaming in the other rooms using all my internet access.
Oh, no.
But yes, what I wanted to let you guys know is our athletics is we are Division I, part of the WAC, so the Western Athletic Conference, and we have 22 Division I sports on campus. Of course, the highlight of it all is going to be basketball for us. And then, of course, soccer, baseball, all those things. But my next video is going to kind of get you really hyped up about the athletics on campus.
The shot, it's good!
Yeah.
It gave me goosebumps.
All right. I love that video. It really just showcases everything. And honestly, I've gone to quite a few games on campus, and the energy that the students bring, it's phenomenal. You can actually Google our student section. I'm blanking on what they're called right now.
The Havocs.
But they're the biggest party in college basketball. Which one?
The Havocs. That's our student section.
That's right. So you can you can even go to YouTube and find the student section. It's called GCU Havocs. It's phenomenal videos to watch. These students, they really bring the spirit and energy to every game. Now with us, we are also, of course, a Christian university. So we do require certain classes like Christian worldview, which is built into every program that we have. But also within our faith is our service to the community. So we have a ton of opportunities for students to volunteer, whether it's on campus or near campus, to help serve the community. One of the biggest partners we have is Habitat for Humanity. So a lot of students who are volunteering will just get together on a Saturday morning, go to the approved house and work on the yard of one of the family members that are right there in the neighborhood. So we are definitely working within our small community to make sure that we are all bettering from the energy and faith of everyone on campus. Now academics. We, like Shada said, we have for us on ground, we have 9 colleges because an extra college for us is the Honors College. So it's not just an add-on, it is actually its own college at GCU. There's a lot of programs that we offer, so I'm just going to breeze by and kind of highlight some of the larger or more popular ones that GCU does have to offer. Probably the most popular is going to be students who want to go into medicine. Nursing, of course. We all need phenomenal nurses. GCU is one of the most competitive universities that do offer nursing for students. athletic training, pre-med, forensic science. We actually here in Phoenix, Arizona, partnered with the Phoenix Police Department forensic science team and mirrored our forensics lab to theirs. So it kind of mirrors that, and we have that partnership with the police department. So you're working on real life situations there. Is another program or college that we offer. So mechanical, biomedical, computer. This is actually the latest college to get ABET accredited. So while she was talking about accreditation, if you are looking into engineering, it is very important to understand that ABET accreditation is what you need to be looking for in a university if you're going in for engineering. Business is a huge, very, very popular college, of course. Most people want to start up their own business and go into entrepreneurship, business administration. Doesn't matter where you go after college, it's always a business. Even if you're working for yourself or you're working for somebody else, it's always a business. So it's a very good mindset to be in or add a minor just to maybe help benefit you as well. So a lot of different programs that we offer as far as business. And then education, which is one of the colleges we were actually founded on in 1949. So we're very proud of the wide range of education programs that we do offer, which does include theater, dance, and music education. So you don't have to be a kindergarten teacher when you think education. You could become a dance instructor or music instructor teacher. So lots of different ways to take that. And then the fine arts like graphic design, theater, drama, dance education, digital design. If you're looking to be behind the camera or in front of the camera, kind of this is the program that you need to be in, or just writing for the theater. Then we offer screenwriting as well. And then again, like I said, Honors College. So some of the key factors here, if you wanted to be a part of the Honors College, there's additional internships available, scholarships, research opportunities. There's lots of different resources that are given to our students, but the Honors brings it a level above. And it is completely free to be a part of our Honors College. You just have to pass the application. And they also have dedicated housing. So you could be housed with other students who are just as dedicated as you are as you're into your education. They don't have to be in the same program. They could be nursing honors and you could be education honors, and you can still live together. So we just have that opportunity. Plus, the Honors College actually does some travel abroad every single year. So they go to like 5 countries in a month, I think, or maybe it's 2 or 3 weeks. Keep trying to find out how to chaperone that trip, but it's pretty awesome to be a part of for students. And I mean, great experience while you're in college to be able to do something like that.
Hey, you! Are you ready? Grab your pack, grab your tent, grab your gear. Jump in. We're going on an adventure. Here in Arizona, there's so much to see, so much to do, so much to experience. When I started my degree program at Grand Canyon University, I knew I was embarking on a journey. I never expected it to be such an adventure. Offering over 200 academic programs with a Christian worldview and nestled in the heart of Phoenix, you're never more than a few short hours from something worth remembering. At GCU, adventure is never too far away. Study hard, play hard, never stop moving. What are you waiting for? Come earn your degree in fewer than 4 years while exploring everything Arizona has to offer. So, you ready? Find your purpose in Arizona. Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/roadtrip.
That's just a phenomenal video showing you all the different things to do in Arizona. We have so many different climates for students, from snow to the desert, lakes. I mean, you saw some people on hot air balloons, so many different activities that you can be doing in Arizona. Now, just want to talk about affordability. I know I already touched on it before. Our tuition, like I said, $16,500 for the year. So when you're looking at other universities, you can compare that. Again, we've locked our tuition since 2009. So when you come on campus and you see nothing but brand new buildings, brand new facilities, like I said, the Canyon Activity Center with all the basketball courts, that's only a year old. All these brand new things on campus, you think, where's the money that's being paid for? Well, it certainly isn't coming from the students, because we haven't raised our tuition in that amount of time. So it's been phenomenal to really watch a university who believes in just paying it towards the students. We're investing in our students and trying not to bring all the cost to the student. Average cost for the year is about $27,000. That includes room and board, books, taxes, parking. This is just a general estimation. Of course, if you did want to know more specifically what it would cost to attend GCU, if you wanted to look at it online, please reach out to Shauna. If you wanted to look at it with me, please reach out with me on ground, because the cost is very different with both. Of course, mine has a lot more with room and board and those types of items, but roughly looking at starting $27,000 for the year before scholarships. These are some of the scholarships that GCU has offered in the past. I just want to show this because GCU actually does not require ACT or SAT scores. For us, it's an OR system. So if you have at least a 3.0 GPA, you will be accepted and you will get a scholarship. Now, if you have taken your ACT or SAT and that awards you a higher scholarship, we're going to award you on that higher level. But let's just say you have a great GPA, like a 3.7, and you just can't take tests and you got a 17 on your ACT. It's not going to hurt you at all. It's not even a requirement. So we'll award you based off of your GPA of a 3.7. So we have a few different ways for students to really work towards a scholarship. And the awesome part is if you're talking to me early, we still have time. If you're still in high school, we still have time to get your GPA up before you graduate and maybe get you a higher scholarship. So we can always move you up, but we've got to lock in the scholarship wherever we're at the time. And again, to be accepted to the university, 3.0 unweighted, 19 ACT or a 1,000 SAT. Those are all ORs. It is not, the 3.0 is the only thing that's mandatory. The ACT or SAT is not mandatory at all. This slide, like Shauna touched on, we had an event called Discover GCU. Luckily for us on ground, we actually started to open that back up. It is not an overnight event, although, and it is changed a little bit. While we have what's called now travel reimbursement. So before, when we bought your flight and it was completely covered and you didn't have to worry about anything, now we let you customize your trip. So if you're coming down to Phoenix and you're going to tour campus and you're going to you want to actually learn more about GCU, talk to me first. We can get it approved through the request. And if you get approved, then you're approved for up to $450 for the flight for you and an adult. So you can travel with an adult now, and we'll pay up to $450 of your flight. So you come to campus, you participate in the GCU Live Tour, learn more about your program, learn more about us. We can even maybe schedule you to speak with someone from the tribal club that is on campus, so that you can get connected there already. So a lot of it is customizable. Just have to work with me on that. It is not an overnight visit anymore. If you do spend the night in Phoenix, those would be your own accommodations at that time. But we do have this option, since we're not that far away, if students wanted to come check us out. And finally, this is my contact information. Again, my name is RJ Hatch. I predominantly work with students in the Des Moines area, but I also specialize with students coming from anywhere that have that Native affiliation. So if you want to send me an email or send me a phone call or give me a call, I'm more than happy to speak with anyone regarding the admissions process.
Cool, thank you, RJ. That was a really good presentation. I love the videos. I mean, they're well done. I can see how they really attract students, because I mean, I was attracted just by those videos. So
those are done by our students too. Our students are
really?
Fine Arts department.
Yes.
They produce and direct the videos for us.
Well, that's useful. See, I mean, so if you're in the videoing, yeah, GCU is a good spot to go. But yeah, I know the sports. That's how I sort of knew GCU at first.
Yeah.
I know we played GCU, and I know it was a huge thing because they're like, oh man, it's a tough place to play at GCU. And I was thinking, I was like, what was GCU? I don't know GCU. And then I saw the student section, I was like, holy, that is a tough place to play. But
yeah,
so for those who love sports, watching sports, it sounds like a really good place to go to school. And yeah, it's really cool. I love the fixed tuition rate idea. That's really smart. A good way to get students And so especially if you are coming from out of state, usually it's more expensive to go to school out of state. But with that fixed tuition, it does make it a lot easier for students.
Yeah, and then with the online portion too, I really am proud of our Native students who are going to school, and sometimes you can get that culture shock or you know that uprooting and leaving home. That can be hard for some people. So I always tell them about, you know, campus is great, you know, if you want to get the full campus experience, but if you want to stay in your community and still be a part of your community and stay home and help out, you can do the online portion and you don't have to leave your community. You'll get the same level of education.
Yeah,
That's
how that
great.
comes in handy. Yeah, especially like right now, 2020, everything's
Right.
on. So
You're right.
we already had that prepared in a way.
Yeah.
I liked how you guys already have that. It's you've already been doing it.
Yeah, for a while
Yeah.
now. I think just a short little story. Our president, Brian Mueller, he actually was one of the pioneers when one of the first distance learning colleges started, which is Phoenix College. I'm sorry, University of Phoenix.
University of
And
Phoenix.
He was actually part of like getting that was the first like, whoa, online schooling, what is this? He actually helped develop that. And when he left there, he came to GCU and kind of just developed our school the same way. So that's why we're kind of a premier online school, and we have the largest student body for that. We have about 70,000 students that go to school online all over the world, and then 20,000 students on our main campus.
Yeah, wow, that's huge. But I know RJ mentioned it in the video, but do you have an estimated cost for what it would be to go to school online at GCU?
Oh, for online, it varies because of the programs. We're very transparent. Our price is actually on our website for online, but I always find that's not for my students. That's never the real price. It's usually less than that because we look at their tribal scholarships, where they work, encouraging applying for outside scholarships like American Indian Graduate Center, American Indian College Fund, those types of things. And if somebody's going into our nursing RN to BSN program, that's one of our popular ones. If you work for IHS, you know, there's a scholarship available there. So even though the price is listed on our website, it's usually going to be less than that. I would say 90% of the time we're going to find a scholarship for you or develop that relationship. So I was in the process of just developing a relationship with the Reno Sparks and Washoe to try and get our educational alliance. So if you're a member of that tribe or even work with that tribe, we're hoping to develop the partnership to, you're already going to get straight up 10% off tuition, you know, if that can go through. So it's going to be things like that we work on. We have so many thousands of partnerships across the country. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I love talking to students, you know, about, you know, different options with them. And one thing that I really like that we do, at least myself, is I want to help the student. I'm an advocate for Indigenous education. If we're not a good fit for you, if we don't offer the program that you want, I'm not going to push you to come with us, you know, but let's find you a good program that's going to get you to where you need to be. I want you to be happy because it's a big commitment time-wise, it's a commitment money-wise, and I want you to be absolutely, you know, okay with your decision once you do make it, even if it isn't with us. For me, as a Indigenous woman with a PhD, you know, if you can get educated and bring that back to your community, I want to see that no matter where you go.
Yeah, that's really good words. Especially, I mean, that's what we do. We promote a lot of colleges around the country, but we just want people to go to college. And I think that's really important. But I know you might have mentioned it a little bit earlier, but what's the Native presence like on campus?
RJ?
Sorry, it was freezing a little bit. Okay, I think you asked me about the presence on campus?
The Native American presence on campus.
Yes. Okay. Well, we do have, I mean, our student body is probably going to be very similar to what it is online, as Shauna was saying, so about 1%. But it's your involvement divulging into it is really just as much as you want. Because like I said, we have the Native American Club on campus, which can get you connected. I mean, they themselves go out and look for new resources and new ways for students to get connected, not only with the state of Arizona, but with their tribe, but just together, so that they're building up each other. While there's there's no like building to go to. There's no specific location on campus to go to. There is a presence on campus, and the club is definitely responsible for that. And they do a great job of featuring them. I know sometimes they've come out and done like a dance on the main campus. Just sometimes highlighting, you know, we're here and we're also going to school and culture. So we have seen them on campus showcasing those types of events, but of course they are more than welcome to get involved in all the resources we have on campus. If you are a Native American student, but you really just want to focus on all the engineering stuff that we have on campus, there's tons of academic programs that you can be involved in and clubs that you can be involved in as well. So really spreading yourself out so that you're enriching yourself culturally as well as academically, and recreationally, all of it.
I have a great suggestion. You should make a video of all those tribes that are coming to your school.
Yeah, we should. Actually, it's funny you say that. I actually just applied to teach, because Fredina, you know this, but I used to teach film production at the Institute of American Indian Arts in the past, in my previous life before this. But I just applied for a job to work in the fine arts department for film production. So that would be the first thing on my list to do for sure.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to highlight,
that would be great.
Yeah, with Native Americans is last year, the Arizona Teacher of the Year Award went to a Native American student. She was a member of, I believe she was Navajo, but she's affiliated also with the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian tribe. And they honored her during November, during Native American History Month at the basketball game, and gave her, Dan Marley and they all gave her a plaque because she was a GCU alumni, getting her master's degree in education, and she teaches in, I believe it was elementary school. So we do honor that. I'm a big advocate, of course, even though I teach online, I'm an advocate for, hey, all my students are asking me for Native American studies. When is GCU going to have Native American studies? We don't have that yet. So I think that it's being heard because I've been advocating it since I started 3 years ago. And we finally have one class that we're offering in Native American studies. And I hope that takes off so that can develop into an actual degree with us. So we're making little strides here and there, but definitely I'm hoping that'll be something in the future, because wherever I go, I'm working with Native students. That's what students want to study.
Mm-hmm. This is really great information. I had no clue, Shauna. This is awesome and amazing. I am excited about the videos that you were showcased. I'm already thinking of like a whole bunch of little kids, students that are in my head that would fit right into this college.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here tonight. And so we usually ask our guests, so RJ or Shauna, whoever wants to go first, but what's the best piece of advice you would give to future Indigenous college students?
RJ, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm probably newer, definitely newer than Shauna is with working with this. Definitely. Did I lose everybody? Okay.
You're back.
Okay. But my biggest recommendation is get connected as soon as possible. I know the big push is to get Native students, first of all, in college, right? And then graduated, but they have to stay there. They have to graduate. They have to enrich themselves so that they can bring all that experience back to the tribe, all that experience back to their culture. So just get connected with the campus as soon as you can, and definitely start with the clubs on campus, the Native American club on campus, because they can help you work through other clubs as well, whether that gets further into screenwriting or further into nursing or whatever, but just get that connection so that you have the support that you need as a college student, because college is so different from everything that you've experienced in high school. And like Shauna said, it can be a culture shock for sure to be taken out of there and into this different community. But the good news is it's still a community. So you got to try to get connected so that you feel a part of it. And that way you can build up yourself and bring that back.
For sure. For me, one of the big things that I always tell students is because I kind of look at what the community looks like, whatever tribe I go into, because I work with all the tribes in Nevada as well as the western tribes of Arizona, from Yuma all the way up to Laughlin. And I want to know who are in those leadership positions, not only the tribal chairman or tribal president, but who's running the casino? Who's the CEO of your casino? Are they native? Who's running the big major hospitals or whatever is in the area? And if they're not native, why aren't they? If they're serving your native community, we should have you in that position, getting the credentials that you need as a student, getting the bachelor's degree, getting the master's degree in business, whatever it is that you need. Let's get you in that leadership position, because the only way we're going to decolonize is we're going to be taking over those major decisions, and we have to get educated to do that. Yeah, experience can take you a little ways, and maybe a little bit of nepotism sometimes. I know that happens with my tribe, but you want to get the specialty. You want to learn everything you can about whatever it is that you want to be in, and that's the way we're going to take over our communities and take them back and bring back the language. I'm a big advocate for language revitalization, and I definitely want all of our community members to do that. And education is one way, but also like I said, online schooling, you can still stay in your community and still get the same quality of education. So it's a win-win, I think, in that position. But at the same time, it's good to get out there and get that real world experience, hands-on experience. It's scary. I went to school in California at Chapman, leaving Arizona and my Navajo Nation for the first time, living on my own. It was so lonely. It was hard. And I get it. I understand. It's easy to quit, but you have to keep going, keep moving forward. Even if you start out at a community college, let's get you, started on something, and let's help you figure it out. And that's my big thing is we need to take our communities back and run them ourselves. And I think education is a way to do that.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Shauna and RJ, for that advice. That was all beautiful advice, especially for Native students who are thinking about going to GCU or any other university, technical school in general.
Right.
And so we have some questions from our Facebook Live. So this one's from Dwayne Reeder. And it says,
Hi, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Hi, Dwayne.
It says, how many or what percentage are of Native students are online, and what percentage are undergrad/grad programs?
Again, I think that for both parts, it's about 1% around there. I think for Native students, the last time I heard, it was around 2,500 for online. I don't know about campus. RJ, do you know?
No, I have not. Because COVID had such a late start, they haven't released any fall 21 numbers yet. So
yeah, this is
I
from
don't have anything recent for you. Not yet. Hopefully soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we actually have one more question from Dwayne too. It says, with so many colleges and Native students in the area, are there any networking activities between colleges and universities?
Yeah, I actually just attended an event right before this one. I was coming from Mesa Community College. We hosted an event with Mesa Community College, their Native program that they have there. And because it's a community college, the students there are just they are earning their AA degree. And we want them to help transition them over to a university to finish up that bachelor's degree. So we had about 15 students who showed up, and we do this every month. This is just one portion of what we do. We do this all over the country. I work on a team of 14 team members that work with Native American students from Florida to Chicago to New Jersey, California, Washington. A lot of our reps are here in Arizona. So we cover pretty much the whole United States. And I'm actually, and Ferdina, if you know, I'm trying to get in with somebody from Great Basin Community College and Truckee University, so we can, develop that relationship, because like I said, it's the no out-of-state tuition if they do come to GCU to finish up their bachelor's. So we do. We're
For sure.
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
Gotcha.
Cool. Yeah, thank you, Shauna and RJ, for being here with us tonight. I know this information was amazing. I didn't know anything about GCU, and I'm pretty sure a lot of our listeners and watchers out there didn't know much either. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We had a little bit of Wi-Fi computer problems at the beginning, but we got it solved, so we're good. We had another amazing show. I hope you all learned a lot about GCU. I know I did personally. And so next week, we're going to be featuring TMCC, so Truckee Meadows Community College. So Sean, if you're still out there, we're going to have someone from TMCC next week on next Thursday, so feel free to tune in. But for everyone else, yes, next Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to be featuring Truckee Meadows. And then the week after that, mark your calendars for that Thursday too, because we're going to be having a presentation on FAFSA. So if you're looking for more information on the FAFSA, how to fill it out, any questions, feel free to tune in that Thursday too.
Thank you, Avery, for setting this up. It was fantastic. I learned a lot. So we'll see you next Thursday, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.
Good weekend, everybody. See you next Thursday.